J5ive.
My man.
How you doing, bro?
What's happening, bro? How you?
Chilling, man. How you been, man?
Yes, sir. I'm good, man. Cool,
Man,
man.
you know, so I don't even know where to start, bro. Let's start right here. So this how I'm gonna start where I met you, right? It was I don't know who was in the studio. Everybody was in the studio. I think it was
June. That's when June was in the
Yeah, June,
yeah.
Q,
yeah.
Lack, all them guys in the studio. Was for like 3 weeks. It was like a fucking like in and out, in and out.
Crazy.
And you came through, and I was rapping with you. And we were talking about what you contribute to the area as far as producer, engineer, and so forth, right?
Right.
I didn't know you very well. Yes, I gravitated to your energy, and we were talking.
Yeah.
I was supposed to talk to you, but unfortunately, it didn't happen the way we planned. So now we're here. So
God, we're crazy.
Tell the people, tell me, because I didn't get a chance to talk to you in depth of like what you have done and what you work with, right?
For sure.
So tell the people, what is your position in the DMV when it comes to music and business in general?
Okay, so cool. First of all, J5ive been producing, man, in this city for about well over 10 years now. Been doing it, been from the ground up, and I've been dealing with my team, all is on as well. Shit, man, I done did music with everybody from Shy, Glizzy, Fat Trail, my man Glizzy right here, Gordo, Brega, shit. You name them, man. I probably got some work with anybody in the city. Q the Fool.
Everybody.
Yeah, you name them. I got something with them, man. King Suge, Uptown. For sure, anybody Uptown. Mike Brown is J5ive. Oh man, he doing his thing.
Really?
He doing his thing for sure. He's back. He's back on his campaign.
That's why.
He's back on his campaign. Yeah, he been doing his thing, man.
I went to it was Adams Morgan, bro. I think he won like a competition like probably 4 years ago.
Yeah.
And yo, that nigga shook the fucking room.
That nigga shit is crazy. It's crazy.
And it was moving, but I don't know what happened. I don't know what's going on.
We kind of lost momentum. Me and Mike, that was literally. I was his only producer for years. He never recorded with anybody else or anything. Everything, every single thing. All of Mike's old music is literally from me. So we literally put that together, like put a sound together, like that was us. We dropped projects like every month, like we really went on a campaign. Wow. You know what I'm saying? And then it kind of like we started getting features from everybody, paying for features. And just like we was kind of talking earlier, it's just like the business we didn't have the right business and the right goal. So we were spending money on more of the lifestyle than actually the actual promotion. We thinking that we spending money on him promoting, on elevating him, because we doing what we think we need to do. Pay for this future, go in that big studio and pay that. Now that's what you should do, but we're not doing it the right way. You know what I'm saying? So like, that just kind of discouraged us, man. Mike kind of slowed down doing his music. I kind of slowed down. You know what I'm saying?
That's why we're having this conversation right now. I saw him on the show like, yo, this nigga is dope.
Yeah.
Yo, why he's not where he's supposed to be?
His energy crazy, man. And also he came right before the city really started accepting this rap shit for real. Like, you know what I mean? Like, the city really started embracing, and they like, oh, this our own. We just started championing our artists like this. You know what I mean? We just started making our hometown heroes, these artists like this. You know what I mean? Like it should have been. So it's really, he was one of the pioneers. You got people like Gordo, you know what I'm saying? They the pioneers it is. Like, you know what I mean? So it's like, they standing on their backs. Just like so it's like the Riffs and the Q the Fools and all that. They come and see Mike, they're like, man, I know every project you drop, man. I'm a fan of your shit. Like, you know what I mean? So it's just, and the same with Gordo. They're like, these people idolize these people, you know what I'm saying? Like hometown heroes, like I said. So it's like, with that, if they would have came and keep on going with that same momentum, it's just like, it wouldn't fizzle out as much. It'd be more of a smoother transition. Like, instead of like, not trying, how can I say? Like, instead of trying to sound like them, because these artists coming up trying to sound like you know what I mean? Or instead of trying to think you going to do what's new, or the new sound, or the new look, or if you just if everybody would kept staying on their same path, on the same bike that they was riding, that's like, if everybody stayed on the same bike, man, I'm telling you, we all made it to the finish line. We all made it. But that's also to the consumers as well, though.
Right.
Deets, your phone. Yeah. That's also to the consumer too, though. You know, like I said, we just starting the consumer's music. We just had these outlets. We come from a live mixtape era. You know what I mean? Where you had to get people to come get this, support this, and download it, and do all this. But now these people got this on their phone, and they just Apple Music, and they getting paid for this, these streams. That's another thing too. The Apple Music really changed the game because these artists getting money right now. They getting money. So even if we thinking, yo, who is such and such? Oh, I don't know, but his numbers, he's going crazy. He's getting 5,000 a month right now in a check form. You know what I'm saying? Like for real. Yeah. So we didn't have that. So like even if you just had that little incentive, it was no incentive for people to keep going because people got lives still at the end of the day too. So it's like, damn, I can't keep spinning my wheels trying to rap, trying to do this, that, and the third. And that's the 1X.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta make it?
Yeah, just put it right there.
You got the family responsibility at home taking.
Exactly.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So some people get lost in that. That's why you get some people that who grow up and be 40, 50 years old still trying to do this shit that they was 19, 20, and it's crazy. It don't even balance out. You know what I mean?
That's sad, man. Especially, I hope Mike don't fall in that position.
Hell nah. Mike is back. He's working. He's dropping every week.
Look him up.
He dropping every week. He dropping. We got.
I never met. I don't even know him.
Man, we got so much work. He got so much work. That boy work effort is crazy. His work ethic is crazy. It's crazy. Like none other. I ain't never seen nobody work that hard because he go hard. When he get in his mode, he go hard. And we got a whole cabinet full of songs like that never came out. Hundreds and hundreds of songs. We could drop literally a project probably every week for like a month straight and still have another month that go. Like he has work, so he ain't never gonna fall to us.
What inspire you? I guess I would say you probably say Mike's passion or whatnot. And I want to talk to him about where you come from as a producer, as an engineer. I want to talk about where you started.
Sure.
Where you getting that passion from? Where you from, like originally?
Born and raised in DC. Born and raised in DC.
So
Uptown.
The first time coming in contact with music, what was the
Go-Go. Go-Go. I played in the Go-Go band, 3DB. Me, my cousin Joker, Ali, rest in peace.
Short guy?
Yeah, he played the congos for TLB now. That's my cousin. Yeah, that's my cousin. For real? That's crazy, dog.
The little Joker,
yeah. That's my cousin. That's my cousin.
Yeah,
Antoine Washington. Yeah, that's my cousin. Yeah, that's my cousin for real. Like, yeah, for real. That's my heart right there. Like for real. Like, man, we literally grew up together, man.
You understand when I say I know him? I went to school with the nigga.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
We were buddy. We were all like, he was wild as shit.
Yeah, been wild.
Small clique of us that was in school, and he was one of the niggas.
Yep. That's my man. That's my brother. That's my heart, man.
Crazy,
yeah. So me, him, my man Antonio, and my man Ali. Rest in peace. We started a band, Third Dimension. Then we this 3DB. I think they named Perfection now. They changed their name. But shout out to Sibo too. From that we just started banging out. But then I started really doing some other crazy shit in the streets and shit, like just because I'm trying to balance it out. And then I got cocky, big-headed. Like I started thinking, I was like, man, I'm the big G of the keyboard game because I was playing the keyboard. So nigga, I'd be outside. I used to steal cars and sell crack. Nigga, that was my shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'd be trying to juggle that shit with that. Then I come in the show late with my keyboard. We playing already. I plug up and get to playing like, nigga, I'm the star of the show because I used to see Big G do it when he go to Go-Go. I'm like,
so
shit.
Inspired by that.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So like just by that, like, you know what I'm saying? So just the Go-Go music, I've always been a fan of music, playing music, listening to music. Then I went to Houston. I went to school in Houston, Texas Southern. And one of my boys, he started making music too. My girl at the time bought me this little rinky-dink music program called Acid. It's Acid, Sony Acid. Yep. She bought me Acid. And from that, I got like hooked on that shit. Crazy hooked. And my man Knucklehead, he's a producer out in Atlanta. He's from Texas too. You know August Alsina. I love this shit. He produced all that shit. He produced that. You know what I'm saying? And man, sitting in his Impala one day, he told me, bro, I'm hearing all these sounds in my head. I'm about to start producing. Literally, and bought this shit. It's in Texas, nigga, like literally. So to see him blow up like he did, it was crazy, because I remember him starting. We used to sit and make beats together. You know what I'm saying? So I left school, I came home, just banging out beats, trying to do a little something. I ain't doing go-go no more. You know what I'm saying? I wound up moving to Atlanta. So I moved to Atlanta because I was going to engineering school. I wanted to go to engineering school. I ain't had that full sale money, so I had to find something a little cheaper. You know what I'm saying? So I went to school. The school name is literally the School of Audio Engineering. You know what I'm saying? SAE. It's right downtown in Atlanta, on top of the Hard Rock Cafe. I mean, Hooters.
So it's not something you got up and just did. You actually went to school. You had like this.
Hell yeah.
That you wanted to do, and you took it.
Absolutely.
To gain the knowledge.
Yeah, because I was on. But see, I was one track minded. I just did that because I was like, I'm trying to be the next big producer. This, that, and the third. And my mother was like, shit, you gonna go to school for it then? Like, if you want to do music, you gonna go to school for it then. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So I was like, damn, I went out there. But then, you know, your mind, your timing, and everything. I'm still the same crazy, wilding out nigga. So like, regardless, wherever I go, I'm still taking that mentality with me. So I did a little better in Atlanta though. Like I really I focused. I went to school. I started interning at different different studios. I did some work with Grand Hustle. I did some work with Young Jock when he had Swag Team. Right. Like I was doing a lot of work with them. My buddy Darnell Robinson. He's in what's his name, Jacquees Camp right now. He really introduced me to a lot of these people. You know what I mean? Because his people is what's his name? The first song. The first rap song, nigga. Sugar Hill Gang. His people, the Sugar Hill Gang. You know what I'm saying? It's like he's like one of the descendants. Like he's in that family. So he had access to all of these different circles and studios, so I just started going with him, and he'd plug me in. Yo, this is my boy, he produced, he do this, that, and the third. So I just started dealing with that. So just doing with all that, I said, fuck school. I ain't gonna let you fuck school. I'm on now. I'm in the studio with this nigga. I'm in the studio with this nigga. She said, whatever, you on your own. You live in Atlanta now, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, shit, I'm doing this for these people. I'm getting placements now with these records. Like, so shit was cool. The shit was starting to really, really build up. You know what I mean? I'm in the studio with Gucci Man this day, Yo Gotti that day. You know what I'm saying? My man bringing it in this session, like, really. So I'm like, this shit cool. So I'm really gonna make it. But like I said, mentality, my mind, I'm from Uptown DC, bro. I'm from Uptown DC, so I don't know how to, like, I don't have that part of the grind in me, like what, sleeping on couches and shit, like sleeping, I ain't had that part in me, you know what I'm saying? Because I was already a little bit more older, so I'm like, I can't, this like some 17, 18-year-old, like, but that's the grind you gotta do. You know what I'm saying? You gotta do. It ain't nothing, so that was my mind. I ain't had that sacrifice in me at that point. Like I said, timing, you know what I'm saying? I ain't had that shit in me, so I'm like, man, I can't do that. And then I had just had a son, so my son was here. I was looking at him on Skype. So dealing with me, I'm broke as shit, you know what I'm saying? In the studio with these fucking millionaires, you know what I'm saying? Every other fucking day, these niggas doing this, and I'm making $30, $40 smoking for free and shit like this. I'm like, I'm not used to none of this shit. Like, and my son on Skype every day. I'm like, man, I'm going home. Get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? So I went home. But me coming home, like people like, oh man, you back, J5ive, and they seen what I was doing in Atlanta. This is when social media gets to going crazy. So everybody see what I'm doing in Atlanta. They like, okay, he moving around. So motherfuckers started accepting me here. Like, all right, man, come to the studio, I fuck with you. You know, that's J5ive, we're doing this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? I had Mike, I had T-Mo, the Sniper, all these artists that's still on all his own right now. At first, I had just got started. I wanted to do something called Endless Entertainment. Me and Gordo had a studio in PG Plaza before we even started all his own. Yeah, we had at PG Plaza, we had a loft up there.
I'm aware of that. Yes.
Yeah, we had a studio right up there. And that's when I was doing my Endless Entertainment. He was doing DTO Records. So like just from that, man, we just been budding. I started messing with Shy. I don't even know if I ever told you how Shy called me, bro. You know, Feel the Future put me in with Shy. Feel the Future is like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm fucking.
And then he introduced me to the nigga in Bliss one day. This was before all of this shit. Not Bliss. What's the joint we used to go to?
Cafe Asia?
No. Before Bliss. Before Bliss. Lux.
Okay.
Lux. You know what I'm saying? We was in Lux. He introduced me. I don't know him. You know what I'm saying? I was on my way to New York to a session. and I get a DM from Shaq. You know what I'm saying? On Twitter. You know, it's Twitter. Like, he's like, yo, I'm trying to do my thing. Like, you know, I heard you doing this. I want to get the beats. Let's work, let's rock. I'm like, bro, are you serious? Let me know. I'm trying to work with somebody serious. The most serious person I ever heard, and it was him. As far as because he told me, like, bro, like, nah, I'm dead serious. I'm trying to get my mother out the hood. I'm not trying to deal with none of this shit no more. I'm not doing none of this. Like, you know what I'm saying? And like when I went to the studio and I met him, like, damn, don't nobody work harder than this nigga. Shorty go hard. You know what I'm saying?
Anybody that's anywhere. One of the only nigga I respect in the city is Shy Glizzy.
Yeah.
Because I used to go party with Benny and Antoine the niggas.
Yep.
And when Benny got the job to manage Shy Glizzy, I was in the email thread, bro.
Yeah.
And we was at Lotus.
Yeah.
Lotus Thursday, I was part of that. And I was all that shit happened. I used to come to the city. I used to stop at Lux. I used to go to East Club in the city, and I swear to God, Shy was in East Club every time I was there, bro.
Yep.
So I think, I don't know why, I think Benny had the plug, whatever, right? But the punch.
You can't mention early that without mentioning Babes.
Who?
Baby.
Baby?
Yeah.
I didn't even know all
you know
that.
What I'm saying?
I don't know about, like,
you can't mention that without Babe.
Right? So
yeah.
I worry about, I saw how he works.
For sure.
Yep.
Oh yeah, he works. Crazy.
He's always there, right?
Crazy.
It was all some artist shit. And that shit was fucked me as far as like, he had a vision.
Yep.
So I always tell people.
Always had a vision.
Yes.
Yep. And a plan.
It's not respect, or no matter what, how this shit goes.
Absolutely. His work ethic was crazy. So just being off of, like, being around him, watching him really release and record and like really build campaigns for his music to come out, like, and not just record the music, throw it out. You know what I'm saying? It's like release a freestyle, build the momentum, drop the tape. Like, he was doing this, and this is all coming from his head, regardless of the team around him. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's coming from his head. Him sitting in the studio, like, he literally be like sitting in the studio, like, and he's really receptive. Hey, what you think about this style? I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, really receptive and very calculated with the moves. You know what I'm saying? So like, I just working with him, like, that definitely gave me a lot of inspiration to really pursue what we was doing as well with our brand. So once we hit the ground running with all this on, like, we just really, I try to really come in and create a situation where we banging out as much music as possible, But the one thing the one part that I missed was the playing part of it. You see what I'm saying? Right. The one thing I missed was the playing part of it. So like, we spinning our wheels at that point. As you know, with anything that you do, it don't matter. You can have the plug, the keys, and everything, but if you're not doing it correctly, or you're not, you know what I mean? Everything got to be strategic. Everything got to be timing. You know what I mean? So it don't matter. Like, everything, and sometimes it's shit pure luck. You know what I'm saying? Like, real shit. You know what I'm saying? Right place, right time.
Yeah, one the better you got.
That's it.
The thing about, like, you know, what you telling me, because like I said, I get a chance to talk to you that, but your contribution, bro, like, you know, I'm a praise like I praise Lotus. I'm not even trying to be like.
I appreciate that, bro. I appreciate that. Hell yeah.
Like, we talk about Shy just now, right?
Yeah.
About the DM of blah blah. Your contribution is the reason why the attention we're getting from other cities or major labels is because of your sacrifice. I don't even know that.
Right. I appreciate that.
Nah, I'm serious.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. So everything you was doing, you know, like you said, you know, you had a plan and blah blah blah. You was young and wild. You wasn't focused on the business because, you know, you uptown. This is who you are.
Yeah.
That's cool and everything, but just know, like Gordo said, like, you played a major part in the reason why I'm sitting here in my own studio, or, you know, pursuing what I'm pursuing as far as music and brand or whatever. Like, you are one person. Again, I was watching Gordo. So those styles that I come to you as well, based on what you're telling me right now. So what I'm saying to you is that I don't know, and I guess I gotta ask this question, like, where are you at as far as like accomplishment and success? Are you in a happy place? Do you feel like you got more work to do?
Man, I got way more shit to do. I got way more shit to do because also I'm always been, I think I might be, I don't really like to use the word humble because it's like kind of disrespectful to anybody's brand personally. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because I'm really popping my shit, but I'm just not arrogant with it or nothing. I let the work speak for itself. You know what I mean? Like, I know I got good dope. You know what I'm saying? So like, regardless of whatever that dope may be, whether it's clothes, music, marketing, business, investing, whatever, I got good dope because I always make sure I cook my shit right. You know what I'm saying? So with the music, I always stay grounded with that because, like, I never really, once I got it out my head, like, I'm not about to be the biggest producer. Like, you're not going to do that in the third. I'm okay with that. But I still love music. You know what I'm saying? So I don't got to do this for a check. I don't got to do this to struggle to pay my bill because I'm going to pay my bills. You know what I mean? I'm a feed my habits, you know what I'm saying? I mean, feed my family. I mean, my son gonna eat, my son ain't gonna want for nothing, and so on and so forth.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that is a big relief. When you doing what you gotta do out of sheer love, I just love to do this shit. If I don't wanna do it for 2 weeks, cool. I'm doing other shit that I really gotta do.
Right.
So it's not a pressure to constantly be in here trying to knock out beats and do this and get this placement and do this. Cause like I said, I've alleviated that part of my life once I told myself and realized that I understand you gotta grind, but that method of grind is not in me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Everything that's okay. You know what I'm saying? That's okay. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely.
You made,
yeah, for sure.
All the young niggas that you have helped, that's just for Mike, for example. Mike still got the sauce, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Come back full circle.
For sure.
As far as like what can we expect from you? Like you said, the passion to like get up every morning is like, you know what I'm saying, be in the lab and looking at not really full in there.
Yeah.
What can we expect from you as a producer and engineer? Do you have any kind of vision that's like a mixtape or I guess aside from Mike? What can we expect from you as the public?
Oh, for sure. My next contribution is to put together like a hell of a super producer team. And
I hear that.
I'm really actively in the middle of that, where like we all trading loops. We all like, I'm trying to create that community of producers, just like you got your Sunny Digital and Metro Boomings and this and that. People don't know, but them peoples all travel together. You know what I mean? All of them producers is a good 7 to 10 producers, and they all trading files every day on a daily basis. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to create that culture here, and it's coming along. And I also embrace the youngers. These younger producers that tell you, I'm in their DMs, man, that shit hard. I'm a fan. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to give you nothing. I'm not asking you for beats. I'm just telling you your shit is hard, bro. You know what I'm saying? He like, these niggas like, man, I'm 18. Thanks, big homie. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, no, that shit is hard. You got something. You keep going. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so like, that's what I love to see. Like, if we can get somewhere like that, where we got a co-op of some sorts of producers, and we all getting money, eating, and everybody paperwork right, and everybody getting some publishing and royalties. Oh my God, we unstoppable. You know what I'm saying? We unstoppable. That's it.
If we can get that shit together.
You know what I'm saying? That's it. That's it. But I think it's easier to do with the producers than it is with the artists. But guess what? Nobody really doing it with it because egotistically. But you got to think historically, because I don't want to offend nobody, and I'm part of this culture that I'm about to probably offend. So historically, the artist is the gangster, the producer is the nerd. You know what I'm saying? So us as nerds, we're not thinking about, oh, you go so hard, you do that to the third, or I'm beefing with you and I don't like your friend. Nah, nigga, your shit hard, let's make some tracks together. You know what I'm saying? Right. The artist is so many layers, you know what I'm saying, of variables behind them actually doing the artist. You know what I'm saying? And the ego, like, man, I seen artists argue who gonna go last. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, dumb shit like that, man, we don't give a fuck. I'm gonna put the snare in, nigga, you put the bass drum in, add some keys in that shit, and that shit gonna crank. So it's easy, you know what I'm saying? So guess what? Us nerds, we winning, you know what I'm saying? But nobody really focusing on that because it's just like, and because also the artists, you got the artists telling these, I don't want to say ignorant, unknowing and eager producers, younger producers, anything. Like, yeah, man, I'm gonna get you. Look at my followers on Instagram. I got 5,000, 10,000, 20,000 followers, bro. You do my beat, man, you gonna take off. You know what I'm saying? Right. But then they dropped the video, they put it on Apple Music, they did that to the third. They don't credit the producer, they don't put that shit on their distro kid, they don't do none of that. You know what I'm saying? They don't say nothing on the YouTube, you know what I'm saying? Then the cameraman taking their video, the artists don't get the credit for it, the cameraman get the credit. So it's so much shit because everybody just want to get it. That's the curse about us being in this shit now, where everybody can be independent and go get their own. You know what I'm saying? You can get that money.
You have the whole Houston, Atlanta, like you're very seasoned.
Understand.
Even talking to you right now.
Understand it.
What is your advice, even to me, and to yourself, all of us, right? Mm-hmm. What is your advice, your opinion on how we should go about fixing what you just said as far as the DMV era?
Understanding and honesty. Okay. Understanding and honesty and making it make sense. That's another thing I credit the younger artists for right now. The younger generation period, they starting to make it make sense. You know what I mean? And they're not just dropping. And when they drop, another thing they're doing is they recording their music and they releasing it. they releasing it because they're trying to get money. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's always a gift and a curse. So they just finding the balance in it because once they become, they started strategically make songs with each other, like, oh, we gonna do this, we gonna do that, it's gonna set the streets crazy. Like, I'm watching them build these. J5ive, Big Flock, they doing this on a daily basis, you know what I mean? Like, a cue the food, and they building with each other. That's the first step that it takes, you know what I'm saying? And the first thing that all of these are artists that have their business right or their paper right, so they're gonna encourage each other. Yo, we doing this song, when we put it out, make sure we get out all split this shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like, and it's fun, it's comfortable. It's not a like, let me ask for my percentage on this song. Like, nah, we getting money, let's get this money. Like, you doing your thing, I'm doing my thing. It's gonna be a great look. My 20,000 with your 20,000, that's 40,000, we good. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. Right. So like, that's the a better thing with it, you know what I mean? That's how we get there.
So if somebody
understand
interviews one of these young guys to interview and they learn about your history, and I know you said the passion to get out in the morning and get in the lab is not really there like you used to, right?
Yeah, for sure.
They want to reach out to you and work with you. Is that something that you entertain?
Always.
Okay.
Always.
Okay.
Always. To this day, I tell any artist or any producer, just tell me what studio you at. I'm on my way.
Oh, wow.
I'm on my way. I ain't gonna play, like, I love this shit. I really love this shit. It ain't no, it ain't no like, and I'm learning from the youngest, cause I'm that producer sometimes. I ain't thinking about that paperwork shit. The beat sound good. Yeah, and they be reminding me. Goo reminded me for 2 years to sign up to get royalties from DistroKid. Hey Goo, how long you had to argue with me to do my DistroKid so I can get my shit? Nah, nigga, I filled it out. I filled it out.
That shit, that's CD, baby.
I filled it out.
Damn.
I did.
Every nigga that drops in the email, that shit every day I get on there, it be like urgent message. This info right here. I'm like, send this shit to me and you play.
You see what I'm saying? Cause I'm just like, nigga, that shit's cool. You know what I'm saying?
That goes back to what you're saying. You got mad advice to you.
Yeah.
Take care of business, bro.
For sure.
Advice, like, you got, like you said, you sit here, you sacrifice, blah, blah, you got to take care of business.
For sure. Absolutely.
That's one of the reasons why I actually love the passion.
Yeah. Well, a little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Listen to you, right?
Yeah.
So make sure whatever
a little
you do,
bit,
man, please.
But also, we got so much other shit going on. Right. So like, you know what I mean? Shit, man. With this popular shit, like we going a million miles a minute, and it's only been a year for me. You know what I mean? It's only been a year for me. I did audiovisual staffing before all of this. Before the pandemic started, I got my money from conventions. You know what I mean? I staffed labor at conventions, hotels, and shit like that. And after that, the pandemic crushed my shit. I was twiddling my thumbs. You know what I'm saying? Congratulating my man on getting a new shop, and you know what I'm saying? And this, that, and the third. I'm just coming in here, like, and then I started being like, I've always been fashion forward. I probably can tell now because we got our moving shit on today. But you know what I'm saying? I've always been fashion forward, always been in the clothes shit. So like, this shit was a natural, and he's like, oh yeah, we start suggesting shit. We start thinking about shit, and I'm like, man, fuck that. I'm gonna start putting my money up on this shit now too, because I have money, like, and I'm not making money. And as an entrepreneur, to have money just sitting there, that's the most dangerous shit, and it's the most depressing shit ever. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm trying to make my money keep growing. I want to make my money work for me. I want to stay broke. You know what I'm saying? I want to stay broke with all these assets. You know what I'm saying? Exactly, bro. So I immediately jumped to that. And then this came into the fold, and I just was like, man, look, it's to the point where, aside from in any investment, I've committed more time and energy just sheer out of my sheer love and admiration for his determination in here. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause like, yeah, it's shit different. So how can you not break bread with your brother who really like sacrificing so much for this all shit that be happening, you know what I'm saying? So how could you not? So I'll blindly jump in the fire with these for and I've been doing that. He been doing that with me. It's always been reciprocal with that, with us with that, you know what I'm saying?
Nigga anywhere cup and he's changed the same guy.
No question. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we always, and he know that's what he do to me too. So like every time one of us got something going, it's like he understood. We throw room, you went to the fore. This what I need you to do, or this what I have going on. Figure out what you need to do in that, because you coming, nigga, regardless. You know what I'm saying?
Yo,
you know,
deep, bro.
that no, for real. So this was kind of what that was. I'm like, I came in here for like a week straight, like, I'm gonna learn the machine, and I was like, I don't want to fucking learn that machine. I'm cool. So but it's like, but I'm not gonna leave. We're gonna figure this shit out.
Yeah.
So guess what I could do? I could talk and I could write. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna take in these clients, and I got a vision for shit. So I'm gonna decorate shit. I'm gonna make it look cool. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's my aesthetic. I'm the aesthetic pleaser in here. Like, you know what I mean? So it's like it's a natural balance. And if you have partners and owners who are all on the same accord, who have different contributions and are very, very good at those contributions, we unstoppable.
I wish we had this in the area. Like,
you know what I'm saying?
Like yourself, bro. But that's what
That's
we
it.
need, bro.
That's it. That's
Together,
it.
you know what I'm
Man, that's it. People don't understand. Like, you know, if we more beneficial pooling our resources together.
Collectively, we can achieve more.
That's it.
Period. I don't care who you
That's
are,
it.
where you from, what
That's it.
turf. I don't give. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like
That's
that.
it.
Yeah.
So with that, man, I love it.
For contact, what's the best way to reach out? I know some folks don't even check their DMs and stuff like that.
I do.
Okay, so you
Yeah,
so
for sure.
We're gonna put your ad on. So that's in DM is the best way.
DM me.
Email.
My email is, I think, my phone number on my Instagram, because niggas be
damn.
calling me like,
Oh, wow.
you know what I'm saying? I be like, how you get my number off the gram? What the fuck? They be like, damn, nah, but for real.
So it doesn't matter how to contact you.
Man, just holler at me. You see me in the streets, man. I know everybody when I'm outside. So if anybody come speak to me, man, even if I don't even know them,
vouch for that.
you know what I'm saying?
That's how I met you.
Anybody come speak, what's up, bro? How you doing?
That's how I met you.
Good to see you, bro. You know what I'm saying?
That's how I met you.
Yeah, for real. You know what I'm saying?
Your energy is why we.
That's it. That's it, bro.
You just, yo, what's up, man?
You know what I'm saying? That's it. I love to see progress, bro. And when I met you, especially in that studio, that shit blew me away, bro. Cause like I love to see that shit, bro. And like, because nigga, you your own boss, nigga. That shit mean a lot to me, bro. That shit means so much to me, bro. That shit give me chills to see niggas bossing up, but correctly. You ain't just go, throw 4 walls up and do this shit. Now you want to spend some money. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck how you got it. I ain't, you know what I'm saying? It don't matter, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. You know what I'm saying? But you went in, you made it happen. You made it happen, nigga. And you ain't even from here. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. There's niggas that have a way bigger head start than you with way more resources here that's sitting here like this. Yo, Prezzy, do me a favor, bro. You know what I'm saying? And they had the same access, if not more. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, man.
You understand, bro.
For sure. Absolutely understand.
Thank you, bro.
No, I appreciate you, man. Absolutely.
I want to figure out something, even do work some work.
Let's do it.
In some
For sure.
fashion,
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
When I learn more, it's like,
For
you
sure.
say, like, I'm inspired even way more now.
Yeah.
We had good thoughts, but I didn't know this is why we were going to do the interview a couple years ago.
Right,
so
right.
We have this thought.
Yeah, you gotta peel back the layers. That's it.
Exactly.
That's it.
So you told me, but I'm like, okay, fine, yeah, and I'll follow you and I see what's going on, and, you know, go to blah, blah, blah.
Yep.
I never got to talk to you in depth.
Yep.
And now, like you said, when you saw my spot, it inspired you, you saluted me.
Hell yeah, bro.
Flowers, right?
Fuck
so I'm
yeah.
looking forward to working with you.
Hell yeah.
I'm
Let's
definitely
do it.
coming to work here.
Let's do it. I got you.
It's a done deal, but as far as music, yeah, I'm gonna hit you up.
Man, you fam. You already know.
Appreciate you, bro.
Fam. Hell yeah. You already know, bro. Big love.
Prezzy,
Yes, sir. Hell yeah.